DJI RS2 with the Canon C70. The Canon C70, amazing camera with autofocus, internal NDs, 120 FPS slow motion in 4K and a usable H.265 codec. One would say it's almost the perfect camera. The one thing is though, it's wide, very wide. So the question is, will it fit on the RS2? Let's find out together when we balance the C70 on the RS2. Alright, let's jump straight into it. So I have here the Ronin RS2, I have the Canon C70, and because of the wide body of the C70, I have chosen to use the SmallRig baseplate for the RS2 because it's a bit wider and you have that multiple mounting point option. And that's pretty good because now it's nice and secure. I'll link this down in the description below, of course, but it also gives us the ability to slide the camera left and right, just like the Blackmagic cameras. I have removed the hand strap because otherwise it won't fit. And as you can see, let's throw this on the gimbal. There you go. I'll slide it all the way that it almost touches right here. Then secure it. And there you go. Now I'm using the 24 to 70 zoom lens, which is excellent, and we're gonna use this lens support, and that's actually because the Ronin RS2 has quite a bit of shake over it, and when you use a lens support it just holds the whole package more steady. Now because it's a zoom lens, of course you're gonna use the middle of the zoom lens so you can balance it for the wider and the longer end of the setup. And there you go, nice and secure. Now because this is an HDMI camera, we can actually use the Raven Eye. So for, I guess, the tutorial's sake, we're going to use that. To clarify, I never use this. I have a Teradek system that I mount right here. But if you're in like a ultimate run and gun setup and you have just the camera and your phone, for example, this obviously is going to be great. So what we're going to use, I'm going to add this screen right here because, well, we can actually look at it, and when we operate the gimbal like this, we can look on the screen. We're going to add the Raven Eye on the bottom, like so. We're going to add the HDMI cable right here, so it's the smaller HDMI on this side, and then you have the cover right here, and we'll add it to the C70, I believe, like so. We're gonna also need the control cable that's gonna run, I think, through the Raven Eye. So we're gonna do this USB-C to USB-C, plug it into the Raven Eye and onto the USB-C port on the C70 as well. So that's that side. Now we're gonna use this cable, the smaller and with the angled one, USB-C to USB-C, to power the Raven Eye. So add it right on the other side, there you go, and add this one into the gimbal. I don't know which one it was. I think it was the bottom one, so add it to the bottom one. And if that is not correct, of course, we can change that later on. Now let's balance this setup. Oh shit. Of course, we can use the monitor mount. This is the provided one that comes with the RS2. It has this clamp, but you can easily remove it by loosening this one, and then you can add it on top, which is great because now you have your phone holder right here, and you can use this screen as well as your main monitor, of course. All right, now for the balancing. Let's check this axis first. So it's a bit back heavy. As you can see, it wants to fall backwards. So we're gonna loosen this one up. This one, sorry. And then push it forward a little bit until it does not want to move anymore. There you go. Lock this one up. Now let's check this axis. So it's also bottom heavy because it wants to fall this way. So we're going to loose this one up, like so. Push it upwards. And I think we're good here. Tighten this one up again. Now because we changed this one, we're going to check this one if it's still correct. And I believe so. So we're going to lock this one up by using the locking screw on the back of the tilt axis. And there you go. Now it doesn't want to move. So we're moving to the roll axis. Unlock it by unlocking this screw and check if it wants to move either this way or that way. And as we can see, it wants to fall this way. So we're going to push the camera package this way. Unlock the roll axis on the back, push it and check. So now it wants to fall this way, so we've gone too far. It's just that this connection is really awkward, which means doing these micro adjustments are very hard. All right, for now we're going to leave this one here. Now lock it up, and you check the pan axis. Hold it sideways and see if it wants to move. I think we're actually good here on this side, so that's good. That's gonna speed things up, of course. Now let's power everything up. Let's start with the Raven Eye, which I believe has the power button on the back. There you go. And it's almost empty. Now let's unlock all axes and fire up the gimbal. There you go. Of course, we can turn on the camera, which will enable the autofocus of the amazing autofocus actually of the C70. And now as a last and final and very important step, we're gonna balance, let the motors figure out what the best settings are for the C70 combination. Start. The sweet sound. Oh man, I can remember when I used the Movi before this, and that had a sound that was really worse. It scared a few clients of mine. This is way less noisy, and that's good. And as you can see, everything works fine. And that's good, because this really is a neat, compact, easy to set up, like you saw, maybe even documentary type style setup, and that's good. You have the handle, so you can start, stop recording, change the modes, which is really convenient. This is very good. It's very nimble, it's very easy to use. And you know, we're gonna of course shoot some test footage, so let's have a look at that now. Well, and there you go. The RS2 is wonderful. And the fact that it, with the Raven Eye, gives you so much control over the camera, the run stop, is awesome. I have some dock style projects lined up, and I think I found the perfect combo to shoot those projects with. I hope you liked the video. I hope you got something useful out of it. Leave a comment down below and subscribe to the channel, because that of course will help. Hopefully see you in the next one. Later.